We're doing this. This is a new series. It's different from anything you've seen on my channel, but it's something that I've always wanted to do. Sort of like a podcast, but we're starting with a YouTube, you know, to ease it in. My name is Susanna. Welcome to my channel. And this video you're about to watch, I spoke about code switching, my experience with it, and how I've been able to navigate it in my work environment and in my daily life, and the struggles I also had with it. So it's something personal but definitely relatable, and it's the title of this series. So keep watching and I'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah.
Wow, the sun is really good. Like, I'm looking really fantastic. Let's start from there. And I'm going to drink a little bit of juice. Ooh, what's that? Anyway, let's start. Code switching. What is the definition of code switching? I actually don't know the definition, but if I can, say it in a little bit of in a shorter term. Okay, I got a definition. Code switching is it occurs when a speaker alternates between two or more languages or language varieties in the context of a single conversation or situation. People like us who are bilingual, I consider myself a bilingual. I speak Yoruba and I speak Yoruba. Yoruba is a language, apart from the fact that it's an ethnicity. I consider myself a bilingual, and for a lot of Nigerians, you would say so as well. But you realize, even thinking about it, code switching is not something that I started doing here. I've been doing it back from home, and it's something that we subconsciously do and we don't even think about. Think of it like the way you speak at home. Your Yoruba language, there's Yoruba English, and there's English, and there's Nigerian English, and there's Igbo English. When I mean Yoruba English, Yoruba I feel English, there's Nigerian I feel English. There are different ways we communicate with each other, and I didn't even think of it as a thing until I came here and I realized that I have to change the way I speak. First of all, it was a struggle. Let's start with the accent. Accent was a struggle for me here when I first came in. Now, Huddersfield is in North Niabi. I'm not sure, but Huddersfield's accent is a little bit more thicker because we're moving to, I think, the northern side of the continent. Is it of the country? And their British accent here is a little bit thick. For a while, it was very hard for me to understand what they were saying, especially when I was applying for jobs, because I came in and I started applying for jobs, and I the first few phone calls I was getting when I started applying for jobs and recruiters were calling, I didn't understand half of what they were saying. And do you know how embarrassing it is to say, sorry, can you come again? Sorry, can you come again? Sorry, can you come again? Like 3 times. It to get to a point, I would just be like, do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, sure, I do. I don't understand what you're saying because you talk so fast, but I have already told you to come again for like 3 times. How many times am I going to say it? And it's just be like, but anyway, it took me a while. It's still taking me a while. There's some things there's some nuances they talk about and I will never understand. Anxiety, accent anxiety is real, because sometimes maybe you want to make a phone call and you call your people, your Nigerians, and how are you? Sure, okay, are you okay? How is everything doing? Is everything okay? Now, you understand what I'm saying? It's easier for you to speak to, a fellow Nigerian, but when it's time to pick a call and talk to somebody British, you start to switch your body. Your body starts changing. Like, you start calling, like, hi, UK, I'd like to ask a few questions, because you cannot add Yoruba, you can't infuse Yoruba to your English now. It's strictly British because they won't understand what you're saying. It's tough, honestly, especially it's tough, and I feel it's not just me that experienced this. If you are also if you've been through what I've been through, I just need you to somebody to tell me in the comment section, because it can be tough. It can be a struggle, but also it's kind of an interesting thing, because I know for a fact that it's not, you know, it's a learning process. It's something that I have to go through. And don't get me wrong, it's been getting easier for me. There's some things that I understand now, but when I first got into work, I didn't need to talk at work. I didn't need to talk at the office, because I didn't, you know, when you could, because they've known each other for a very long time. I'm the new employer who is not even British, and there's some things they say at work that I don't just quite understand. And there are a lot of TikTok that, you know, answers that make, you know, there are a lot of TikToks right now that people from Nigeria are making that I feel they are funny, but actually they tell the whole truth. I'm going to see if I can link some here, where they talk about how, you know, British people greet each other at work. Hi, you're right. Hi. They can say hi for like 50 times, and it's always like, Kira, why are you saying hi? Like, it's just it's just different. Another thing is the tea culture. Oh, they drink tea a lot here. Tea is not just tea. Tea is a big deal in England. Like, it's a big deal. Like, let me move closer. Tea is a big deal. Tea has been an astonishing experience for me, because I didn't think it was that deep. But honestly, tea, if you go and see like a British person in the house, or if you go to the office, or whenever there's tea time, they ask to make tea for you. It doesn't matter if they're your manager, if they're your boss, they'll buy coffee for you, tea for you, buy you scones, buy you croissant. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that well. Like, it's just something that they're used to here, and it's like, my manager is making tea for me. They can ask you to make tea for you for like 50 times in a day. It's just something that I think it's part of their culture, and it's something I didn't realize that it was such a big deal, especially since I don't even like drinking tea. But like I said, it's a new environment. It's something that I didn't know was going to be such a big deal. I mean, I knew English people like tea, but I didn't know it was infused in their day-to-day activity, that a lot of them they just like taking tea. And it makes sense, because of course the weather is cold. It's either you smoke or you drink tea, or you take crack. I don't know, you just have to do one. And I think tea is more, you know, universally accepted. And so tea culture is something that you just have to blend into. You might not drink it, but yeah, you do like some tea. Yeah, do you want some tea? No, like, it's just something that I had to get used to. Code switching, I feel code switching is so much bigger than I'm making it to be, but this is just something that I'm experiencing, and I don't want it to be a big deal. It is a big deal, but I want to make it simpler. That's better. I want to make it simpler, because I didn't think I'll be speaking English so much for an entire day the way I have been speaking English since I got here. I'm a Yoruba girl. I infuse Yoruba with my English. That is the way I speak at home. That is the way we speak at home. But coming here, it's different. You have to speak English all the time. You think that because we were raised, you know, a lot of us were raised speaking English, because, you know, Yoruba is a vernacular in school. It's not acceptable in a lot of places, or your mother tongue is not acceptable in a lot of places, and English is the official language. You would think that you would just come in here and you understand it. No, it's so much. It's so much harder than that. But it's a day-to-day process, and it's a learning curve that I believe that anybody will be able to understand. I mean, we speak English our whole life. It's just accents, and I guess nuances that are different. And with time, you will get it. I said I won't make this a lesson, but here you are again. So thanks for watching. I've got a plan for this series. I've got like a list of things I want to talk about. but we're going to take it one step at a time. Each episode shouldn't be more than like 10 minutes, because what are we talking about anyway? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Just click that like button, click that button, that bell button, to get notified anytime I post a video, so you don't miss out on all this awesomeness. You know what I'm saying? With the American accent cover, you know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But anyway, thanks for watching. My name is Susanna, and I'll see you guys. Thank you. Bye.